Germans head to the polls on Sunday as Chancellor Angela Merkel seeks a third term in office. The outcome important not only to her and her country, but also to the rest of Europe. Nala Ayed reports.
Merkel's diamond, they call it. A sometime source of ridicule, now rebranded by her campaign as a symbol of strength. The message: Germany is in good hands. Like Germany to Europe, Angela Merkel is seen by supporters as the country's powerhouse. And on the eve of a key election, she's sold again as the old steady hand. I like doing it, and I like to serve the people in Germany, and I want to continue doing it, she says. Over 8 years, Germans have come to know Angie, the calculating, even cutthroat and cautious politician. The plain mother figure, the staid chancellor with a PhD in quantum chemistry.
She's a pretty ruthless operator underneath this motherly veneer. Her election slogan, more or less, is "You know me, vote for me," which is a deliberately, devilishly simple way of putting it, and extremely effective.
Still, Merkel, the populist, the pastor's daughter, is also respected for playing the tough pragmatist facing Europe's daunting debt crisis. A role she hasn't fully embraced, and one that made her deeply unpopular in places like Greece, forced to adopt her tough austerity measures. Yet it's a role important enough to leave all of Europe on a nervous pause now until the election is over. Whether she lives up to visions of her as Europe's leader, whether she delivers on the deeper reforms needed to lift neighboring countries out of debt, is another matter, says this longtime observer.
It means that the rest of the world's aspirations and hopes for Europe are not going to be requited. The Germans are not particularly interested in doling out more cash for the rest of Europe. That's what it boils down to.
At home, she's the hands-down favorite over her main rival, whose own hand gestures published countrywide underlined his fate as a distant second. She may have handily held her lead, but it's not clear yet who she's likely to build a coalition with. Merkel's toughest years may still be ahead if her country's economy wavers. For now, Germany's prosperity and Europe's ongoing woes play right into her hands. Nala Ayed, CBC News, London.